getting sick and tired of this, Bruno. Maybe you could find a girl. Become a man.
I'm Bruno. And you?
I don't know. I remember something. I escaped.
Escaped?
They took her.
Who do you work for?
No one. I have to find her.
I know where to start.
Let's go get her.
Fitch, you copy?
I'm here, what's up?
You're not gonna believe what I'm seeing right now.
We're talking with Marko Zaror, writer and producer and star of Affinity. Affinity is available now on digital and debuts on Blu-ray and DVD October 21st exclusively through Amazon. I'm so glad you made it today. Thank you for coming.
No, thanks for the invite, man. Appreciate it.
Just to give everybody a little bit of a background, you were on the Chilean national Taekwondo team and gathered multiple black belts in several disciplines before pivoting to film. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, I've been training martial arts my whole life since I was 6 years old, and my mother is a black belt in karate, and basically I grew up around martial arts and start training very early.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's a very, very hard to take on one discipline, let alone several, and get to the point of a black belt. So you took that same sort of drive into filmmaking, and you and your team won a Taurus Award for Best Overall Stuntman for The Rundown in 2004, and beat out films like Terminator 3 and Sequel.
Yeah. Well, that actually was my big first job when I arrived to Hollywood. Was doubling the Rock on the movie The Rundown, working with Andy Chang, and that's how I learned. He was my master on how to put martial arts on screen. And after that, I went back to Chile and I started creating my own movies with my team in Chile, and that's how my career started.
And you've been going strong because there's over 32 titles with your name in it, whether it's behind the scenes, in front of the camera, even producing. You produced this film as well.
Yeah, well, thank God. It's been a long journey, and I'm happy to be around and being able to stay in the game and improving all the time, stay ready and training and getting better and learning from each experience, working with amazing actors. So yeah, I'm, trying to stay as much ready as I can.
And you brought all of that experience to the film Affinity. It's a deeply personal story that tackles some weighty issues.
Yeah, well, for me, was the big inspiration of the story was the big question about what's going to happen with science and robots and all these new technologies when we start replacing humans, or we're going to start creating humans, right? What's going to happen with the affinity, with the human relationship between these two human beings, right? Like how you can replicate that. You can replicate another human being, but can you replicate the experiences, the emotions, the relationship that these now two different humans, even though they look the same as other ones, can we replicate that emotional content and experiences? And that's why the movie Affinity, it presents that dilemma. So that was the motivation of this movie, and how we can put this in an action movie and make it, I'm a big fan of Taken, the movie with Ian Neeson, that you're really following that character and trying to figure out to get to that object, with the audience. The audience is all the time with the character. That's kind of what's the goal of this movie,
And the film itself, it takes its time.
Because you want to create that affinity, like it is created with moments, with conversations, with actions, right? And if you don't have that, then you don't have that unique thing that this scientist is not able to recreate. I don't want to spoil the movie, but at the end, what he did, he only failed on that element, and that's why all that thing didn't work out, basically, right?
Yes, yes. I think what we have here is a really, really complex film because the action sequences are very, very tight, and each action set piece is drastically different from the other one and takes inspirations from all kinds of different films.
Yeah. Well, of course, as a fan of martial arts, you always try to bring, well, Bruce Lee for me, it's a big inspiration. And every time I can do a little reference to him in a way in one of my movies. I always do when I find the place, right? And of course, it's just using all my inspirations. People, the movies and the actors are the artists that inspire my career.
What's the one thing you would like everybody to get out of this film, Affinity?
I just want them to have a good time and to enjoy, and maybe to have that question in mind. Like once they see this movie, maybe they can start understanding how important it is to create moments and to live time in their lives to create the only unique thing that you cannot replicate or recreate with technology. And that's is something that we have, is a treasure we have, so if we dedicate time to that, a little bit more, I think that would be a good objective.
Did you have a hard time finding the perfect cast to go along with you on this?
Yeah, it was a process. Well, Louis was someone that it was great because when I saw him with Scott in the movie Debt Collector, I love so much their relationship, that friend kind of father figure, right? That was exactly what I needed for. And then I was lucky that Brandon was a very close friend to him. So that was very cool. And then Brooke was also a very cool thing that happened, that Adele, one of the producers, he told me, Marko, what about this role? Because that role was supposed to be a male character. But then, hey, I know this girl, she's really tough, and I think you guys can connect, blah, blah, blah. And what about if she's a female instead of a... And then I was like, oh, I never thought about it, but and then it just happened, it's like, it was so cool. I'm so glad that happened like that. Athena was very hard to find. We saw so many girls, and she was very unique because I needed this beautiful girl, but at the same time, it needed to be weird and create that sense that maybe she's not good, maybe she's gonna hurt the guy, maybe, or is she real or not? That was a very tough one, and of course that she can deliver the emotional, but at the same time the very not knowing, not understanding, what she is or why she's where she is. It was a very complex cast, I think, for that role, and of course Brahim I was lucky that he was around, and being a big friend of mine and amazing martial artist, so I was very happy. So yeah, everything happened it just happened. The movie made its magic to make it happen.
Thank you for taking the time, Marko Zaror.
Yeah, enjoy Affinity, support it, it's very important, so we can keep making this type of films. Thanks for the support, and thank you, man.